when the family unit is overrun, when the structure is undone. Some new concoction. Now I walk softly and carry a big stick. Original gorilla.
Welcome back to the Franchise Podcast. I'm Joe Arrigo. With me is my brother TQ.
Yeah. I'm in the building. And I'm feeling kind of good. I'm listening to my music right now. I kind of like it. You know
for real?
Yeah,
it's all right.
Come on, man. Don't do me like that. Try to rain on me right now, man.
We got a big show lined up today. We're going to talk about Ratchet World 2.0. We're going to talk about the Lakers. We're going to talk about Kanye West. We also have... what else? We have Dodgers, unfortunately, our sports weekends, but we're going to get things kicked off today talking about the Las Vegas Raiders, our city's Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, we they had a bye week, but I want to go back.
Thank God.
Yeah, they needed it.
It was a rough weekend, man.
It was the worst sports weekend of my life.
Oh, my goodness.
Almost. But yeah, regular season.
I mean, it was bad.
All of our teams lost.
Everybody.
Every
Manchester
single
United tied, but they tied a trash team.
So it's a loss.
So it may as well have been a loss. Exactly.
Well, Wrexham won, so I was kind of happy about that.
You and Wrexham, man.
Man, I'm telling you, that's my
your
thing.
Squad, huh?
That's that outside of Man U. Yes, you got to watch that too. Welcome to Wrexham.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I ain't seen it yet.
It's dope. I completed it.
You know what I have managed to do every time, but one time on the sideline.
What's that?
Stayed out the goddamn way.
Yes, and let's talk about that now,
man.
I want to. Davante Adams, if you don't know, which you probably do know by this point, was walking off the field, a little upset that the Raiders lost, and he bumped into Hunter Renfrow and the route that they ran, which credit the defensive backs, they bumped them off the route. It was
period
for Renfrow. Period. Point blank. Great defensive play. And as Davante's walking out, his head is down. He's looking down, and he's got security to his left. And a photographer darts in front of him from the ground, and it looked like Davante stepped back and pushed him like, oh, shit. Like someone darted across. Now, you pointed something out, and I used it in the post that I put on my Facebook page where you said there's a map outlined for photographers. I couldn't think of a better way to describe it, so I stole it from you. So I apologize.
You steal everything from me. Just how it goes.
Even the hairstyle?
Even the hairstyle. I actually stole the hairstyle from you, to be honest.
Yeah, you did.
but yeah, man, come on, man. Full disclosure, later on we found out he was a rookie.
Yeah.
I felt like he was a rookie. He had that rookie look on his face. Like, I remember when I was a rookie. I looked just like him.
Hey, but I got a question, though. When Davante pushed him, he landed on his ass. How the hell did he get a concussion from landing on your ass?
Now, he hustling now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's a money grab.
Hustling. First, I thought he was just a rookie, an idiot. Now he's hustling.
So what, you think he's smart now?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah, man. Trying to get a bag, bro.
Look, man. Look, Davante.
It ain't cool, but I mean, come on. We know what this is. The bottom line is this. I will say from my experience, the first couple of times, it's a little overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally what I would call the pinnacle of photography, right? The majority of the people in this profession who are really good at it would love to be in that position.
Okay, I agree.
Right? So your first time doing it, or your first couple of times doing it, sometimes the lights are just bright, man. And it was a dumbass moment.
Okay,
right? But at the same time, it's your responsibility to handle the rules of your jacket and your armband.
Look both ways.
100%.
Okay, it's like crossing the street. But secondly, people want to blame Davante Adams, and he deserves blame for the push. Let's be clear about that. He accepted responsibility, and before he even spoke to the media members in the media scrum, he was like, look, this happened out there. I want to apologize to him. It wasn't my intent. I'm sorry.
Right.
You know, but NFL has responsibility here too, because they have NFL security that can tell you when the gnat that you want to hire farted in the middle of Zimbabwe in 1983. Okay. I know this because, okay.
No lie.
Let me this perspective now. Guy did a radio show with in LA, George Reister. Mm-hmm. George told us that him and his wife were looking for an au pair for their newborn. Mm-hmm. Okay. He was part of NFLPA, was the rep for the Jaguars when he was there. Went and asked them to, here's a list of names. They went back to the three people, the candidates, went back to their third grade and gave them a dossier of information from third grade all the way to who they dated, when they went out, who they went out with. So I say that.
I can believe it.
With NFL security's job is to make sure you clear the lane, you clear the runway, let the players get off the field so there's no situations like this, or if a fan jumped down or whatever. They failed to do so.
Yeah, I agree.
So if I'm Davante Adams, if I'm going to get sued, I'm suing the NFL as well for, okay, you're suing me, I'm going to sue you because you didn't do your job.
I mean, you got a point. That's like suing the big bad wolf, though. At the end of the day, like I don't think nothing.
Settle.
Ain't nothing gonna come out of that. He's probably gonna have to settle. Probably gonna have to pay some money.
And he's like the best dude in the league.
I get it, but still, man, you let your emotions get the best of you, and you got to pay for it,
bro. It was a reaction.
I understand, but still, come on. Davante knows how many cameras are down there. He wasn't thinking about it at that time when it happened. But that's the bottom line. Cameras are everywhere in this climate, in that city. I'm not even about to go into all of this, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You just can't do that. Period.
I'm just saying, when you got a guy who's never had any issues off the field or on the field for that matter, that is,
and no
all
way,
intents and purposes,
anybody that's assassinating his character. Let me just say this much: anybody that's assassinating his character because of that, they just piling on. Like that's not reality.
At all.
Somebody got in his way. And not only that, okay, this guy is not looking at Adams and Adams ain't looking at him. This guy is looking at this big ass tripod, what post thing he's holding. It doesn't even have a camera on it or a lens. He's moving it. He's paying attention to it. He could have walked into the man. Like, I get it. It's his reaction. So going too far is just going too far. But that's the climate we live in, man.
What if Davante Adams, he tripped him and broke his ankle or tore his ACL?
Yeah. Then what?
Then who's at fault?
Good point.
So my point is, this is blown out of proportion.
For sure. I agree. Still gonna have to pay. Okay. Blown out of proportion or not. You're still gonna have to pay. Gonna have to pay. It's 2022.
Davante
walked into that was an unfortunate situation. It was a stroke of luck for old boy. It was a freak accident. And that's just what it is, man. It ain't fair, but that's what's gonna have to happen.
Davante, Westside Tay. Okay, look, this is your man talking to you, bro. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. This is gonna be a clip. This is one of our clips. Come tell your side. We got your back. We're rolling with you. You know what? I got you. I got people out there. Okay, you want him to, not do it.
I second that, Tay. But you gonna have to pay.
We brought up injuries, and in the NFL now, this seems like there's a bunch of injuries that's taking place. I mean, across the board. I mean, look at how many players are getting, soft tissue injuries, or
yes,
ACLs, MCLs, or just concussions is another thing. We're seeing it on the collegiate level here locally with Doug Brumfield.
Yeah.
What do you think is going on with that?
NFL specifically, I think it's got a lot to do with that last CBA, man. I think that, this extra game, right? The one less preseason game, the amount of practice that you can have in the preseason and in training camp, not being able to put on pads during the week, especially when you got a Thursday game, right?
Yeah. You got 3 days to prepare and get out there.
Yeah, it's
recovery.
Like it's kind of like it's just, you don't get to play football enough to get yourself ready to play football.
So you're saying there should be more hitting going on because your muscles will get used to it.
The whole point is to hit. It's like, so take the NBA. The whole point is to run, right? So they get in shape. The point is to get in shape. Part of getting in football shape is getting your muscles in the position, your muscles and your bones, your tendons, everything in the space to take punishment. And they don't get a chance to do that as much as they used to. And I feel like you can see it across the board. It's not just the injuries. How many just sloppy, ridiculous, just boneheaded plays have you seen in these first couple of weeks of this season that you just don't normally see? It's like guys don't seem to know what they're doing. Like the repetition doesn't seem to be there. And it's not just, I was speaking about this last week about the Raiders. It's not just the Raiders. Raiders was off this week, and I saw a bunch of bad football being played.
Me too.
A bunch of it. And it's like part of it, and when you see that kind of that deer in headlights look on some of your favorite players, it's they're not sure, man.
Or that indifference, I don't care anymore because I make $50 million a year.
Yeah, I mean, you got some of that going on too, but I mean, that's always there. I feel like right now they're not getting any these complex offenses, man, and defenses. Like, it takes repetition, and we're constantly taking away the possibility and the opportunity for repetition, and then we expect that you're not gonna have bad product on TV. Yeah, you're gonna have bad product on TV because people don't get to hit. They don't know how to hit. And then not only that, the last time they was hitting, which was in college,
high school, really,
or high school, they was hitting in a way that you don't want them to hit now. You can't tackle no more. You gotta play tag with the quarterback.
Okay, now I'm gonna push back a little bit with this.
Well, I'm saying, what do you mean?
You can't lead with your head.
Man, I ain't talking about leading with your head.
But hitting a quarterback, yes, you need to hit the quarterback. But there's times
some
where
of this is ridiculous, man.
Some of it is like, hey, look, the hit on Tom Brady a couple weeks ago was not roughing the passer.
It was a hit. It was a hit on
Derek Carr. That was not roughing the passer.
Absolutely not.
You know, and I agree. But, you know, Troy Vincent at the NFL owners meetings on Tuesday said, and he's the head of the NFLPA, or he works with the league.
Yeah.
He said, part of the reason why our viewership is through the roof is because people love great quarterback play and they're healthier than ever. Do you think that's a valid point?
It's a valid point based on what the intent was, but I feel like it's through the roof because we just love football. It's the best possible thing we can watch on television.
I would have football year round if we could.
That's what I'm saying. But that's not the marker. That's not the marker. Period. We'll watch football if you stop the tackling because we love football. Period.
I watch the USFL.
I'm saying that we watch it all. Like we every Friday night. What are we doing?
High school football.
Yo, so that I don't believe that's the marker. But if you want to tell me that the stuff I've been seeing on Thursday night for the last couple of weeks is contributing to the growth of the ratings in TV. For football? No, I don't believe that. So it's been trash.
Okay, so let's flip it back to the Raiders. Why do you think the Raiders been playing like trash?
Like I said, there's not a good grasp of the schemes yet, I believe. We'll see what happens after the bye. I think they had some time to work. I think the coach was quoted last week saying, look, it may be some things that we need to get rid of. I liked hearing that.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is a complex system, man. If you just look back to the Patriots on both sides of the ball, and you'll see what these people are trying to build here. They need players who can already do multiple things well, or will learn over the course of an off season or two how to do multiple things well. Go back to Bruschi, go back to Vrabel, Detroit Browns. All of these dudes did multiple, even Big Vince Wilfork. All of them was good at doing multiple things. It was times when these dudes was all scoring touchdowns. It's times when they getting interceptions.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So the mantra of the Patriots over the time that we've been watching them is to not let you do the best thing that you do, right?
Yeah, take it away.
Take away the best thing that you do. In order to be, each team does a different thing. So in order to be able to do that, you got to be able to switch your scheme up and switch your point of interest from week to week. Most teams in the league don't do that. Most teams have an identity, and they're gonna play that identity. It's ours versus y'all's. We're gonna see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriot way has been, no, you're gonna watch film on us from last week and use that to prepare for us this week. We're gonna beat you. And I think that's what he's trying to build here, because that is a significant advantage, especially in the playoffs.
So do you think this is going to be a slower rebuild or build than what you anticipated or what Raider Nation may have anticipated?
And not necessarily what I anticipated, because when they said Josh McDaniels I kind of roll my eyes. And the reason why I roll my eyes because of the unfamiliarity in the system for Derek Carr. It's him changing a system again. That was a problem for me. But I also understand that if he's allowed to build that, I mean, damn, how many championships did that get?
6.
I mean, come on, man. Like, and I get it. Tom Brady meant a lot to it. But at the same time, I'm sitting and I'm looking at practice and I'm watching all these athletes that the Raiders got all over the field, and they're comparable or better. It's the thought process that's not there yet. And that takes a little time. I don't know if this is the complete crop of players, but I know there are multiple players on this team, especially on the defensive side, that can do multiple things week to week. And those are the ones that I think he's going to build. That's just going to take a while.
So what you're basically saying is the old school Raiders, the Raiders that Raider Nation's accustomed to, these meatheads, athletic guys, are no longer the way of the Raider way, looking for more athletic, smarter guys that are scheme diverse.
Yes.
And that can do multiple things.
I think that's the way forward for them. And I don't mind it because of Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like they are going to constantly dog walk us every year if we don't figure out how to neutralize them. And it's not easy to neutralize them, and it's going to get harder and harder to neutralize them. Number one, you're going to have to score points. You're going to have to get 2 stops in a game, and you're going to have to get a turnover. And the only way you're going to be able to do that consistently is to be able to trick them.
Well,
how you going to trick them? Show them multiple sets every time you play them.
Well, I want to find the silver lining for this.
Okay.
Raider Nation. As bad as you played against those teams who are ahead of you and they're really in playoff contention early on.
Yeah.
You were right there. Literally, you snatched defeat from the jaws of victory in each game.
Every game, man. Every game. And so when you say that, right? Like, that's where you gotta go to the coach. And he's got to play his part also. That's why I was so happy when I heard that quote where he said, maybe we eliminate some things. Like, 2 of these games, man, you lost the game when you was in field goal range to win it.
Went for 2.
Come on, man. Like, first of all, I don't know now what the whole not offering Josh his 5th year option was about at the time, but I figured it was definitely going to be used as a motivating factor to put it on his back and see what he could do. Well, why do they constantly take the ball out of his hands when he's punishing people? The man's playing for a contract, whether it's here or somewhere else. Probably ain't gonna get it here, but he one of the best backs in the league. I've been saying this the whole while. He's had some injuries, but if you give him the rock, he constantly gets stronger. If you're in the position, now I'm gonna keep going back to this because it's a very unique position. It's a unique position to be able to walk from one sideline to the other sideline and hear everything.
And not get pushed over.
Exactly. And not get pushed over. Josh Jacobs is a problem for defenses. They do not want to tackle him one-on-one. So if you don't, you can see that. Maybe I can hear it because I got a chance to be over there listening, but we can see this. It's the same thing when I'm sitting up in my seat. He's punishing people, and they're coming to him timid because the word is getting out that this little dude will run me over and have me on SportsCenter.
Well,
use it.
Okay, so I personally think the reason why they didn't give him that 5th year is they wanted to see if he fit the scheme. And they know they can franchise tag him and keep him the next year and they can get another deal done. So they're in a win-win situation.
Okay.
And it motivates him to have a good year. So it's like, okay,
that's the part I'm
now
talking
we
about.
know you can do this. Now this has to be the standard because the standard is the standard.
But you got to give him the opportunity.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting to that now. I'm going to get to it right now.
All right.
Pitch count. you want to burn him out early in the year, and then at the end of the year, he's not as effective, or he may have an injury, or do you want to gradually build him up so at the end of the year, he still has fresher legs, he's still running people over, he's not as banged up, and he's not injured?
It's not going to matter if you're losing games. You got to win games to get to the end, for the end of the year to even be relevant. It ain't look, this line, we thought it was going to be hot garbage.
They're playing solid.
They ain't hot garbage.
Yeah,
and if he stays in between them three in the middle, he going to fall forward for yards. Give him the rock, man. You got to give him the rock when he's rolling. When he stop rolling, okay, slow it down. You got other things to do. And the bottom line is he creates the weapons on the outside. He creates the space for Davante and Renfro and Waller. Like, don't go to them first. Go to him.
They got to stay healthy because Waller injured, Renfro was injured. I mean, all those play a role. And controlling the clock, right. You're absolutely right. Controlling the running game,
yeah,
that helps. That definitely helps because that gives Mac Hollins and Davante Adams and Foster Moreau and whoever else is in there at receiver, it gives them opportunities. To Keenan Cole, it gives them opportunities.
It's like, have we had a chance? Has everybody been healthy in
yes.
the week since one?
Probably week 2.
Okay. Because, like, damn, it's like, can't never see him.
Well, Waller gets hurt Monday night.
Right.
Renfro's back, but he was hurt since week 2. And they
never see the whole thing together.
And they're playing against one of the shittiest teams in the league in the Texans this week. So they should be.
Is Moreau playing this week?
I haven't seen injury report yet. I haven't looked.
Okay.
They emailed me right before we went on.
All right.
So, I mean, we'll see. But they're playing against one of the worst teams statistically in the NFL. They're bottom 5 in almost every category. This is the game they should really beat them.
I hope so.
And you can drink a lot of silver and black margaritas.
Yeah, that's my plan. That is absolutely my plan. But the Texans also have some young dogs in the secondary. And I think they're going to be using that bracket to Davante like everybody else. And somebody else is going to have to step up. Josh McDaniels can help make this game easy by giving the ball to Josh Jacobs, the Josh and Josh connection. Feel what I'm saying? That'll get us right. Once the defense start coming up to worry about Josh Jacobs, it's toast, baby. It's toast.
Barbecue chicken.
They ain't had the chance to do it like that yet. So that's what needs to happen. And I think we could ride a couple of wins. I think the Raiders could ride a couple of wins. They could ride to a winning record just in the next stretch of 5-6 games.
This is a big 6 games for them.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. They made it very hard for themselves. They have to stay healthy. This Nate Hobbs injury is that really
sucks.
That really sucks bad, man. That just really, really sucks. And that's it, man. I just think that, like I said, I think we're gonna have to have some patience on one side, but on the other side, I also don't think they're as bad as the record. I just don't like it. It's been a concerted effort on the part of the record, on the part of the Raiders, every part of the Raiders, to just lose games this year. Period. It's been bad play calling. It was a bad quarterback play, bad defense. Davante wants to bobble the ball when he's never bobbled a ball before in history. Like, literally came out the womb not bobbling the ball.
Nah, you didn't see year 2 with Green Bay.
I mean, who cared then?
Me?
Well, that's not
him.
We're not interested in that.
His family.
But we didn't know none of them people at that time, including you.
Hey, don't matter.
We didn't know you then. How about
like
that?
I said, Davante, holla at your boys. We got your back. You know,
he. You know what though? I tell you what. He's pissed off at the end of that game, and he ain't been able to play for 2 weeks. By the time they get back on the field,
it's a lot of Taco Bell.
It might be some problems for somebody come Sunday. That's what I'm expecting. This is the first week that I am expecting a big Davante Adams game. Because honestly, like I told you in the first place, I didn't look at him coming to the Raiders as being the same person he was with Aaron Rodgers. I looked at him coming to be a huge decoy most of the game, and then striking couple of times.
I agree with that.
touchdowns.
He won't have the same amount of success individually as he did in Green Bay, but there's no way they're paying him that amount of money to be a decoy.
He's been a decoy.
That's a problem.
Not necessarily, man.
Man.
If we had a defense, man, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Because what I'm saying is that decoy, he starts out as a decoy. All he does is just takes an extra person out of the way.
Look
That's
at how
all
he
we
started
need.
against Kansas City. Aside from the bobble where he thought he did the toe drag swag and he didn't, and then that last route, he was killing the Chiefs.
You know why he was killing the Chiefs? Because they couldn't, at a point, Josh Jacobs was killing them so bad, they had to do something different.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So that's the point. If Josh Jacobs don't get the chance to kill, then you're going to have a Tennessee game. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to get across. The running game is going to open it up for those weapons. They have found a way that wouldn't work with Green Bay because Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. Not comparing Derek Carr to Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying Derek Carr's trash and Aaron Rodgers is all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we all know that Aaron Rodgers is better than Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr knows that. I never seen a person play quarterback better than I've seen Aaron Rodgers do it. So to expect the same exact thing without probably the best quarterback we've ever seen in our lives, that's unrealistic. That don't make sense. But Davante Adams ain't gonna always be the age he was with Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna get older. As age comes, attrition comes. Not necessarily gonna be fast as he was. Not necessarily gonna be the player he was, but a great player to have in the locker room. A great player to have on the field.
Great person to have in the
and a name that's literally just gonna strike fear in a defense. You have to look at him wherever he is on the field. Whoever you are in the secondary, you have to know where he is. That could buy a second. A second with what the Raiders have in the offense could be your ass.
So Sundays are normally football days.
Yeah.
Except during basketball season, because there's normally Lakers are wearing the white unis at home.
Oh, yeah.
At
it's a beautiful time of year.
Crypto.com arena. I was about to say Staples Center.
Okay, we don't mind.
Yeah, it's always going to be Staples Center.
We don't mind.
Yeah. But Lakers kick off their season playing the Warriors.
Oh, boy.
And, with the Lakers, it could go one in two ways this year. It can go really, really, really bad. Like completely to the left. Or they stay healthy. By the trade deadline, they can make some noise.
I always try to look at the bright side of the Lakers because...
Wait, you look at the bright side of things?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Holy shit.
Definitely. Definitely. And with the Lakers, I'm always looking at the fact that, I've always been able to say, damn, we got Magic, though. Damn, we got Shaq, though. Damn, we got Kobe, though. Damn, we got Bron, though. And I'm still kind of on it. But then as I'm looking at just the makeup here, I just don't see how this team can be good, man. I just don't. I don't really believe that Russell Westbrook is going to be happy coming off the bench, which is probably the best place for him in this offense. And just don't see these pieces, dog. I just don't. I just don't see how to be optimistic about it. LeBron is getting to the twilight and still one of the scoring leaders in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how long can't waste a lot of years here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is AD, have we seen the best of AD already?
I think no. And I think this may be one of the first times that he's been able to have an off season where he can rest, recover, and maybe get a little bit bigger. And LeBron got bigger this offseason. Look at he added muscle for a longer season. But I got a theory on Westbrook, and it goes down a rabbit hole kind of. But it's not one of those where you're like, that's not plausible. It actually makes sense.
Okay.
So Westbrook has got a very tradable contract for certain teams because it's the last year of the deal and it's so much money.
Okay.
There's this kid coming out of France, and I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. Dude is 7'4".
Yeah. And
he's probably the best prospect to come out maybe since Bron.
I can't think of his name either. Something with a W, ain't it?
Wanabina or something like that. I'm not going to pronounce it, so whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Wamba Yamba or something.
Yeah.
When the Yamba or something.
But
I can't think of it.
Dude is the most skilled player to come out since Bron.
Yeah, I watched this. I watched some game. He was playing against the other kid, Scoot.
Yeah, G League game out here.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And teams are lining up. They want the number one pick for this guy. They want to be in position. But the league is very, very sensitive when it comes to tampering and rigging. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what I think ends up happening is at the trade deadline, you're going to see teams then look at it.
To get him.
Yes, like we're not in the playoff contention anyway, Indiana. So we got Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Hey Lakers, we'll take Westbrook and a first round pick. Wink, wink for Westbrook. Now you get that group back. Now you have a core. As long as the Lakers are healthy and in position to make a push for the playoffs, because now you got some of the pieces that better fit what you do.
Yeah,
and look at Westbrook. It's not always great to come home to play. Sometimes it's more of a distraction, in all honesty. And you got more tickets for family and friends. Everybody's pulling you in every direction. But the amount of pressure, because now you're a local. You need to win. You're from Long Beach. Yeah. You need to win. You went to UCLA. You have the Mamba mentality. You need to win. But you don't fit with what they do.
Yeah, that's the point right there. He can't. How can he win some kind of way that he don't know how to do?
But let me ask you this, I'm like not saying this for the camera. I'm saying this. Russell Westbrook's style of play. When does it ever fit any team that he's been on that they were championship contenders? He didn't fit in Houston with James Harden. They both are ball dominant. It didn't fit in
Oklahoma City. What are you talking about?
No, not necessarily. KD is the lead dog. He's the shooter. He needs the ball too.
Man, them dudes got in the finals, man. What are you talking about? They went to the finals. And
what did Westbrook do? I'm just saying.
Bro, they had to play LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. They couldn't beat them.
I understand, but the team was better. The point is, his style of play does not work right now for championship caliber teams.
You might be right.
And because of that, you have to look in the mirror and say, what's best for me long term now? Do I want to just go out like I have been? And yeah, I can get triple doubles, or do I want to win a title?
I hear what you're saying, but can he play the way that you're asking him to? Does he have that ability? Is he even bringing anything to the team, trying to play like that if he doesn't have the ability to?
I'm glad you asked that. Ability and desire are two different things.
Okay.
And Kobe was not the player Kobe was when Powell got there. He wasn't the high flyer. He wasn't what Jordan was when Jordan came in. He refined his game to win titles a different way.
Every player does not have the ability to refine their game. You're talking about one of the greatest players that ever put on shoes. Top 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Russell Westbrook.
No, but this is a guy that's averaged triple doubles multiple times in his career.
But he's not Kobe, bro. Like, you comparing him to Kobe?
No, I'm comparing him to. I brought up the fact other players have changed their style of. LeBron has changed his style of play.
Okay, so now we're gonna compare him to LeBron.
Well,
LeBron's and Kobe's come around once a generation.
It's not about
Russell Westbrook ain't that player. You can't expect him at the. How many more years do we have? How old is Russell Westbrook? So I feel like he's been playing forever.
Well, he came after his freshman year, I believe, freshman or sophomore year.
Okay, so I'm saying, like, what, he's supposed to change something now? I understand there are guys who can and who have effectively. Is he that guy? I don't know.
No, it's does he want to be that guy?
I mean, from what you just said, is either be that guy or be out of the league.
Well, no, it's either be that guy or go to a team where you can play the way you play and not win a title. And do the Lakers a favor, because right now, chemistry on the team, I don't care what anybody says, chemistry is a huge deal. And they can talk him and Pat Bev are cool. Damn that. Seeing him in that locker room from afar, seeing him at press conferences, seeing his demeanor on the floor.
You don't like it.
There's no chemistry.
No chemistry on the team. You think he's the cancer of the team.
Well, everywhere he's gone, it's always been Russ or me or this. It's never been like KD left. And then, okay, he didn't put it on Russ. He's like, oh, I can go win a title here. And it's going to be easier. A lot of people would do that. You can't knock him for that. You really can't.
No.
But then Russ does the same thing in Houston. But then him and Harden fall out. Russ goes to Washington. Him and Beal can't play together. They bring him to LA. He can't play with LeBron and AD. There's one person,
bro.
That's
LeBron and AD was hurt. You mean can't play with him? They was hurt. Here's the thing we missing out on. You know how it could be more space on the floor for rangy players like that. If AD could get the ball down lower as opposed to where he gets it at. If he could put his ass on people and body them to get into a better spot on the court, it would open it up for everybody else. But he doesn't. He always gets the ball high. He lets somebody come down and establish their area on the court and push him around. Don't make no sense. He's too big for that. That would make it a lot easier on this team to do what they do best.
So do you think that the way Darvin Ham wants to play ball for the Lakers, his team.
Yeah.
Do you think that Russell Westbrook is bought in and is like, I'm going to play defense and offense comes second?
No.
I'm going to be the third fiddle on this team.
No.
There it is. 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what it is.
That's a conundrum.
And that's why you trade him at the deadline where you know what? In the Lakers' 2 first-round picks are the most valuable 2 first-round picks in the league right now. The officials say that. That's why. Because I have no idea, but I've heard it and read it time and time again that the league valued those 2 picks more than anything. Maybe because who potentially is coming out in that draft. I don't know, but that's why teams are really trying to hamstring the Lakers into putting those picks in there. And if it's not, and if you deal Westbrook, it doesn't have to be to Indiana for Hield and Turner, because you never know. 3 years ago, you would never have said that the New Orleans Pelicans are going to trade Anthony Davis.
Right.
You never know who's going to become available.
Right. And
the way this team is built, it's defense first. And I actually have I want to take you down another rabbit hole. The Lakers are going to clear some cap space in a year. They're going to have some cap room. Right?
Yeah. Here it comes, y'all.
There's a certain person that played for Darvin Ham in Milwaukee that
here he comes.
Is a big Kobe fan that already won a ring, has won a few MVPs. That
here he comes.
Always love to come to LA.
Always trying to bring cheese and reindeer to Los Angeles.
Wouldn't you like Giannis Antetokounmpo to be a Laker?
Hell yeah! What?
Okay then,
would love it.
So this could be a predecessor for something like that.
To poach Wisconsin for players. That is fun. You feel me? I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Anything we could do to get him, let's get him.
Okay. So you just gotta be patient, but you gotta get rid of somebody first to be able to make some of these moves. And that's where it's at right now.
I think the saving grace is that it's a possibility that AD and LeBron stays healthy. The last time that happened, they won a championship.
Yep.
We did not get to see Kendrick Nunn last year.
And he's been balling.
Yes. Pat Bev brings a thing whether you hate him or love him, he brings a thing that the Lakers had none of last year.
A professional pisser offer.
And a somebody that you have to respect on the other as a defender or a person that on the other team. You have to respect Pat Bev. You have to plan for him because there's just a thing that he carries with him with NBA players. And I believe that last year there was a thing running around that the Lakers was soft.
Yeah.
And that you could just go in and dog walk them because we're more athletic than them and we more dogs. They ain't got no dogs. They pretty, they rich, blah, 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 blah. And I think that Pat Bev dirties it up a bit, which is why I would love to just see Russ try his best to buy in and see what happens. Because if everybody can stay healthy, man, you know, I look at the team, they could get on some kind of run consistently and be a defense first team. They can cause problems for people, man. I don't think it's necessarily about championship because Golden State is just Golden State. Like they was gonna be that.
It's the Lakers. It's always about a championship.
No, when I'm saying that, I'm gonna be realistic here. I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, the Lakers gonna win the championship this year.
No,
I don't necessarily see that. I always want them to naturally, and if they get on a run, I think they can beat anybody. But it's gonna be about the great unknown first and foremost, which is injuries, and then the second one is the Russ conundrum, man.
And you brought up winning championships.
Oh, it's about to go down to a bad place right now.
Bro, it goes back to the bad weekend. So I'm at the UNLV game. Dodgers lost the night before. It's 2-1. They're up 3-0 or 3-1 in the 8th inning or so whatever it was. I didn't even see the game because
3-0.
I'm on the field.
3-0.
And I'm walking out. I'm walking through the tunnel after the team so I don't get pushed. And the security guard goes, Joe, what's the score of the Dodger game? I said, they're up 3-0 or 3-1, something like that to my chick. I look, it's 5-3 and it's the 9th inning. I get back up to the press box, man, and Timmy T is there.
Oh, man, I don't want to see him.
Oh, he's got messages for you. He wants to come on the show to have a conversation with you. He is the world's biggest Padre fan.
Oh, man.
And he literally texts me on Thursday Friday after the game tomorrow, beers in the parking lot, and we're going to celebrate a UNLV win and a Padre that he holds knocking out Big Brother.
I'm going to the other side. I'm going out the other side of the stadium tomorrow.
I said, man.
I mean, I'm going out the other side. I'm not going to be involved in that. That man's going to try. He's going to take a dump on my head.
You didn't see. I didn't show you any of the text.
He's going to take a dump on my head, man.
Oh yeah, because
I talked to him bad.
You did.
I talked to him bad about the Padres.
You gonna apologize?
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna avoid him. I'm gonna avoid him like I owe him some money.
Shit. You know, I will say this. I don't want to get too much into the Dodgers too much. But with the Dodgers, it's a time where you have to kind of move on from people.
Oh, here he go now.
No, you do.
Here you go now.
Cody Bellinger, you got to go.
Okay, yeah.
And I've been saying you got to go.
Yeah, you have. I'm going to go ahead and, I'll give you that. You're right. You was right.
Appreciate that.
Trash.
Straight trap. Basura. Now, the only caveat with him is next year there's no shifts in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
So he could have someone.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy about that.
Me too.
Because that was just whack. I never understood it. Never made sense. It was dumb from the beginning. I'm so glad it's gone.
I agree. I don't like it either. But the next thing would be.
Don't say Doc, bro.
No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Clayton Kershaw. You know, you've meant a lot to the organization, but it's just time where some of the young bloods come up, the young dogs come up, because you're not a power pitcher anymore, and you don't win titles without power pitching.
You got power pitching all up and down.
No.
We got power pitching, man.
But you can't be the number 2 starter.
I understand
and you can't have you give 5 innings from a guy that is a 3-time Cy Young Award winner, an MVP. He's accomplished it all. It's just time. Either you have to bite the bullet on this one. Either you let him go or he retires. Let him go down to the Rangers and pitch for a year or two in front of his family, have some fun, and call it a day. And I'd hate to do it.
I'm saying, but Kershaw ain't the reason we lost this.
No, it's not. The bad bullpen in the back end is part of it.
The bats, man.
Well, no, hold on. I'm getting to the bats, but you got to be able to close out games.
You got to be able to hit the ball, man.
And the second thing is, and you got to play defense.
Making you Darvish look like damn Nolan Ryan or somebody. Man.
Trey Turner. Love Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Except when the balls hit to him, because I'm like, oh, damn, is he going to feel it or not?
Man.
But he's got to be re-signed.
Yeah,
and that's going to be $300+ million.
Yeah, real talk.
And
Trey
then you got to
balled out this year though, man.
He did, and then you got to make a decision on Justin Turner. He's a free agent.
This is gonna be rough.
Now, what you do have,
Justin Turner's a free agent.
Oh yeah, they have an option that they're probably going to decline.
Damn.
Then on top of that, my brother, Trevor Bauer. Now they get a $30 million break off of his contract.
What's the deal with that?
He's suspended till the 19th game of 2024. I was just talking about it with Timmy T the other day because we're
like, what has he been doing? Like, can he throw?
He's fighting. Oh, he's working out, but he's fighting. But
so what happens then? Are they? You're not gonna cut bait with him?
I don't know. That's
30. I gotta cut bait with him, man. Come on, man.
30 something million.
Yeah, but this has been ugly.
And the contract will be, I think, done by then. But the reality is, the Dodgers have a lot of questions this offseason. By not getting to the World Series, I expect them to pay a lot of people. Look, Jacob deGrom's a free agent. Aaron Judge is a free agent. You got some dudes out there.
Yeah, I mean, bruh. Can't win that many games in the regular season. Can't lead statistically in that many categories. You can't beat this team every single series you played them and they're in your division and lose to them like this.
15-4 in the regular season.
You can't do this, man. Can't just do this. So the Dodgers have nothing to say. They should be embarrassed. All of us Dodger fans, we should be embarrassed.
I am.
I'm if you was to see the sheer evil, the disgusting rhetoric in my inbox from these people from San Diego, based on the things that I've said about their fair city on this show.
You gonna pull the Ron Burgundy?
It's a shame how evil.
Are you gonna pull the Ron Burgundy?
Man, that's something.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Yeah, this is just. I mean, I was telling the truth about your sports, right? You know what I'm saying?
He's just not gonna stop San Diego.
You don't have to do me the way you're doing me right now. Like this is a shame. You know what I'm saying? It's sad the way y'all are behaving in my inbox right now, and I'm not gonna forget it.
So they're treating you like Kanye.
No, they're not.
Or are you treating them like Kanye? Like, which one's it gonna be?
Yo, man, this Kanye thing, man. I mean, geez, bro. And the worst part is, like, we're on the other side of this now. Like, we're the media. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this guy with all of his lightning rod statements and all of this. It's getting people's views are going through the roof just by allowing this guy just to talk. And
hey, yay, you have an open invite. Just let it be known. Come on through. Brother TQ, Brother Joe got you. I first got you playing in Palm Springs at KKUU.
Yo, stop.
Come on.
No. Stop. Please. Listen, man. Seriously, this is America, bro. And everybody should be allowed to voice their opinion, right? But at the same time, there's got to be you got to let them voice their opinions on forums where they can get checked, right? Some of these opinions aren't valuable unless the other side of the opinion is presented at the same time.
Right. And
in most of these appearances, that hasn't happened. the person that he was talking to didn't attack him immediately for what he was saying. And the way that social media goes, you take that piece of clip and you run that piece of clip, and that just becomes the thing.
Right.
And then you don't have when the host or the person that's talking to him didn't check him or didn't offer the other side of the opinion, well, that's not there for everybody to see.
Right.
So this rhetoric just controls the news cycle for the next couple of days, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And what the powers that be do is they say, well, look at the clicks, look at the views,
and these
let's get them on here too.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
Let's boost it. So we just living in a time, man, where I think we're gonna look back. I said this on Facebook, one of them, that I think we're gonna look back a couple of years from now and see how much harm social media did to us.
It's definitely changed the game and changed the world in a bad way and in some good ways too.
Yeah, because I mean, you can make money off of it. That you can do, but it's just just coming from a marketing side. Me and Trish do marketing with the Dream Hub for businesses here in Las Vegas. Shameless plug. Anybody needs your business in Las Vegas or around the country, you need your stuff promoted, you need a website, you need graphics, you need photos, videos. We got you. Holla at us. Dream Hub. I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. Is that all right? Could we do that?
Go right
Got
ahead.
No problem. All right, thank you.
Go right ahead.
Thanks for the time, bro. I'm not gonna pay you for that.
You notice I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm not gonna pay you for that.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you no money. But yeah, it's like being on the marketing side, you can just see how much programming has been put into artificial intelligence with these algorithms and these bots and all of this stuff, man. And it's really getting to a point where it's bringing out the worst in us.
Right.
It's using our worst tendencies against us. Like a person that is just that's sad. If they're projecting sadness to their phone is going to show them sadness
all day. And
that is dangerous. So when you look at this, what's happening with Kanye, and I mean, even you can go back to Trump, you can go back to a lot of this. I mean, it's all propaganda, and the difference between now and what it's ever been is that it's money and views.
And it's fast, and you get to the masses a hell of a lot faster.
Hell of a lot faster. There's no filter. The young kids are watching as well as the old people. And for whatever reason, we watch TV for generations, man. And we always knew it was actors.
Yeah, we don't realize that it's the social media.
Yeah, and just because I guess the word reality TV came in and made us think that this was all real as opposed to entertainment.
It's all staged.
Come on, man. Like, come on, people, we got to do better. We have a lot of power in our own hands. You don't have to, if you don't push that like button or that share button, it's going to stop. It's not going to go anywhere.
For real.
So I think we can all take a little bit of responsibility and try to use social media better, man. Like I said earlier, it's not necessarily the place to go when you're going through something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe try God.
Praying.
Yeah.
Get a couple family members, friends, loved ones.
Yeah,
do it,
man. Something, because like you're gonna get a skewed view of what can help you out of your mental situation when you take it from social media.
You're right.
Just that ain't real.
Well, you brought up having bad situations, and Saturday was just, again, the weekend was just horrible.
Terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So I get in late from the UNLV game and pull the curtain back. I have to come home after games and edit articles. This stuff. Now it's work.
Yeah, you damn skippy.
So it was like a little after 2 o'clock. It was like 2:15 in the morning. I come back.
Oh, you was burning that midnight oil, huh?
Yeah, and I'm thinking I'm coming back.
Some chili cheese fries with you?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I came right back to the house.
Sure.
Nah, I had nothing. Couple
really?
Pops.
Carne asada fries?
Nah, a couple beers. That was it.
Okay.
Sat down.
Donut?
Nope.
All right.
I've been eating healthy.
Okay.
Tell you about it. Anyway, I come back, sit in my room, start banging out the work, and I'll start here. The house next door to mine is an Airbnb.
Wait, you say he was banging out the work?
Banging out the work. Yeah.
I think that. All right, go ahead, man.
Your mind went to the wrong place.
Go ahead.
So it's the Airbnb next door, and we never had a problem with it.
Yeah.
You know, brother and I were always, hey, everybody cool down there. I'm like, all right. So
Yeah.
all of a sudden, we're sitting there, and I hear some women going back and forth.
Women.
Now, mind you, earlier Friday, we went outside because we seen who, like, people were pulling in, and our windows were open because it was nice out, and hear the voices, and we're like, huh? We look, and it's like Ratchet World 2.0.
Wait a minute.
I mean, bro. I mean.
Wait a minute. Give me the rundown.
Bro, I'm talking about bad
play-by-play,
multicolor wigs and weaves. I'm talking about tarantula eyebrows.
Oh, no.
I'm talking about spandex and sundresses that should not be worn because you're too big to be wearing a skirt like that.
Oh, you got a house full of them snuffleupagus.
And stinky bra and look like stinky bras.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, those things. and look like they ain't washed their bras in like a month.
Come on, man. Not the Dirty Bra Brigade.
Dirty Bra Brigade, bro. That's what it was.
Hey,
and,
they was loud. Bro, what are they doing? What are they doing? Is it a party? What's happening?
They're still there. We record this on a Tuesday. They're still there. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
you ain't talked to them?
Bro, last night, on Monday night, okay, they did. Well, let me go back to Saturday because 2 girls started fighting. I'm my mama, bitch. Woo, 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 woo. I'm my mama. I was like, bro, you're this. And then one lady's like, take her to the garage. So they go to the garage and they come back out. One's crying, oh, and she's like, but I'll beat that bitch's ass. Woo, woo, woo. And then he starts crying, blah.
Wait a minute,
bro,
man.
To the point to where brother comes, I'm on the second floor. Brother comes up, I come out my room, and Kalani Lua comes out.
Yeah.
We all looking in a little like bathroom to see what's going on in the backyard because we can't.
They're fighting in the backyard.
They're fighting in the backyard. Girls. So then on Sunday afternoon, we come out from watching football, right? We go stand on the patio. They come out the house in the car. And they're like, hey, we need to effing go. Woo, woo. Bitch, I told you had 2 hours. And they about to start fighting again. Then they peel out.
Why y'all ain't talk to him, man?
Bro,
you need to get some information,
so
bro.
Monday comes, Monday night, and it's not the backyard. It's the garage. And they in there, it's like someone DJing. What I think it is, I think one of the girls an artist, and they're trying to shoot a video or something up in there.
Oh, in the house.
But they're just too ratchet. It to the point to where, and I left today to come record this, drove past the one. I swear to God, she was the Kool-Aid man with a red wig.
Come on, man.
All bad.
Bert, you got to do some investigation, bro. You
I
need
ain't
to take
going
your little phone over next door, introduce yourself,
get
some video, and we need to play it next week, man.
I'll let brother do that.
Come on, man. Y'all got to be undercover, and we got to get a story to the people, man. Come on, bro. You can't have no story like this and then don't give us no pictures. We need to see on Fufu and Shaquita. We need to see all that.
Bonquisha, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's all bad. We need to see
all that, man. Come on,
it's horrible. Man. Bro, you may have to come by to see it.
Bro, like.
They'll see you be like, ooh.
Like, you've been talking about this for a week. I can't believe they still there.
Bro, they still, like we're praying that they didn't buy the house. And we're praying that they just, just be gone. And be gone tonight, please.
The Ratchets, huh?
It's Ratchet World 2.0 next door to where I live.
But you used to like them. You used to like them back in the day, man. Back in the day, you used to be the ratchet magnet.
Man, I was just young.
What has happened? You switched now? You got some class about yourself?
I'm grown.
Because, man, you used to be around them.
And on that note,
Dirty Bra Brigade.
Oh man! On that note, I may take some pictures just to show you.
Come on, man!
I may sneak a couple.
Look, next week.
I'm not going to meet him though.
Listen, if we do the show next week and this fool don't bring us some undercover pictures or video or something, y'all need to write in and take a dump on his head. How you gonna tell us this and we can't see it? Huh?
It's like Timmy T's gonna do to you.
Oh, man. Come on, man, in the show. All
right, on that note, we're up out of here. This is the Franchise Podcast on Franchise Sports Media. Follow us on Franchise on all social medias at TheFranchiseLV. Don't forget to follow him at TQ the Trojan. I'm at Joe Rigo FSM. The show has been directed by Trisha Lacoste. And we'll check you next week on the show.
Oh, yeah. See ya. Raiders gonna get a win Sunday, homeboy. Original gorilla in the mist. Get a lead, get assist. No look dish, no bricks.
Ooh, any man come test you, run through. Run the whole play, they know the new.